There is at least one sport that Delmarva can call all our own. Nowhere else in the world will you find log canoe racing.
Originally built by Indians and adopted by watermen in the 19th century, these work boats were eventually turned into racing canoes, a tradition that still stands today. The experience explored in a new book, Tradition, Speed, and Grace, Chesapeake Bay Sailing Log Canoes. Pete Lesher is the chief curator of the Chesapeake Bay Maritime Museum. Thank you so much for joining us this afternoon.
Delighted.
He's going to tell us a little bit more about this fascinating book. Thank you for joining us. So John C. North II is the author. Tell us about him.
Well, he has been doing this for longer than anybody else has. He's still sailing. This is his 60th season out on the water. He's a retired circuit court judge and former head of the Chesapeake Bay Critical Areas Commission. And he is still out there on the boats. He was out there just the weekend before last at the helm of his own boat, the Island Bird. It's amazing. 87 and he's still going strong.
Wow. So he has a lot of personal history going into this book.
Deep personal history. He's sailing a boat that was built by his great-grandfather. He and his family own all are part of 4 different log canoes and campaign them out of their home on the Miles River. They're in this neck deep.
Yeah.
So we're talking originally canoes designed by the Indians.
Well, these are log dugouts,
Right.
but these are kind of an extension of that idea where it's hard to find a big enough tree anymore to do this. And so what they do is they join, well, 3 trees or 5 and then carve them out together. They pin them together in this shape, and you still have a dugout, only it's made out of 3 or 5 logs instead of just, and then we can get a boat that's 8.5 feet wide, 35 feet long. Some of these canoes are pretty substantial.
Yeah, and looking at this picture here, oh my goodness, that's quite a undertaking there on the,
and a large crew.
Yeah, it's a very large crew. Okay, so eventually, obviously, they were transformed into racing boats. How did that happen?
Well, anytime 2 boats are going in the same direction at the same time, there is a race, and that seems to have been the case with log canoes as well. These were oystermen's boats. They were out there tonguing for oysters, and on the weekends, on the 4th of July, they actually organized some racing going back all the way as far as 1859 on the eve of the Civil War.
Wow.
We have a cup in the museum collection, a silver trophy from that first recorded log canoe race. So it's been going on for a long time. We've got deep roots here on the Delmarva
What
Peninsula.
is it that's so fascinating about this that gets so many people involved?
I'll tell you, it's just that it's fun. These boats have grown to be pretty extreme. You don't put this much rig on an oystering boat. As they became just racing boats, the rigs grew and grew, and so it takes a large crew scrambling out on boards just to balance them out. It's a bit of a ballet out on the water, reacting to every little shift in the wind, every puff, every lull.
And I imagine that's fascinating to watch. And we can actually head down to St. Michael's and watch these races and see this ballet.
Absolutely. Some people watch from the shoreline, or some people go out on the Winnie Estelle, the museum's boat, or on the Patriot Tour boat, and they do watch these log canoe races. And sometimes there's if it's a breezy day, there can be quite a lot of drama out in the water.
Goodness. I was looking at some of the pictures here. You were talking about the boats, the log canoes built out of more than just one log. What else am I going to find in this book?
Well, part of it is a narrative history of these canoes. So what are the origins of these canoes? There's a chapter about Judge North's own experience with these, going back to when he was 17 years old and his father bought the Island Bird, and then they bought a second log canoe, and the fleet grew and their involvement grew. And then toward the end of the book, we profile each of the existing log canoes. Each of these canoes sort of has its own crew and following. Each of them has their own individual histories. They're all a little bit different, and so we tell those stories.
And you even have some designs in the book. This is fascinating.
There's a technical part of it, line drawings.
Yeah, that's crazy. Okay, so this book came out in May, or in the spring, right?
That's right.
Okay, but where can we get one? Where can viewers get one?
At the Chesapeake Bay Maritime Museum store. We're working to get it into other outlets as well, but right now we're selling it at our own store, and we've had a great response to it.
Yeah.
And proceeds for a good cause.
Absolutely. Back to the Maritime Museum. The judge has contributed all of this back to the Chesapeake Bay Maritime Museum.
Wow, that's worth it, definitely. And worth a trip down to St. Michael's to pick up a book.
It is indeed.
Pete Lesher, Chief Curator of the Chesapeake Bay Maritime Museum, thank you so much for coming in and talking about this book, Tradition, Speed, and Grace, Chesapeake Bay Sailing Log. I had to look at the name.
It is very much worth it.
Yeah.
This is fast. I'm just sitting here looking through it. It's fascinating.